Hi Scorpio, welcome to your What Do I Need to Do reading for September 13th through 14th, September 14th through October 13th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Super T Reader. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love and support yourself if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading. It may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Scorpio. What do we got, Scorpio? What do you need to do? Whoopsie. All right, Hangman. So that is Pisces. Could very well be Pisces. That's all about the situation not being ideal. There were moments of passion and fulfillment, but at the end of the day, it's like, all right, I got to make some executive decisions here. I got to figure out what the heck I need to do to get things back on track for myself. There has been a cycle that has ended. This is karmic type, a karmic tie. This is something that, for better or worse, you needed to go through for soul growth. That's always fun, isn't it? Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Moon. So this could be Aries, this could be Pisces or Cancerian. Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles for Scorpio. All right, and Knight of Cups. There's Scorpio right there. Okay, so we Scorpio, Pisces, those, and we got, okay, we're good. All right. So this is about a relationship or a karmic exchange, if you will, that has recently ended, but it's also set you free. Because for some reason, it's almost like things have just opened up. There's been like this reversal of a situation that needed to come to a close. And now it's like you don't know what's going to happen, but you're set free, and it's like you finally get to focus on yourself and your family or your kids, or you know what I mean, like that other part of your life that you might not have been really prioritizing emotionally, at least because you've been dealing with this. So this is all about being able to focus on that now, and make stuff happen, getting out there and getting after it. Not so much romantically, but just in other areas of your life. And quite possibly you could be dealing with somebody that wishes things were different. Maybe they didn't do what they needed to do to make things different, and that's why it soured. This could be somebody that has been very, could have been very like vague, unavailable, never any consistency, that sort of thing. And this is all about that coming to a close for you, because enough's enough. And so now you're on the other side of it, and it's like, okay, well, what do I do? Well, you keep yourself busy, for one thing, and I'm not saying that out of advice. I'm saying it's showing up in the reading here. We got moving and doing and going and shaking and keeping yourself busy and providing your own sense of fulfillment through acts and service and work and taking care of yourself and your business. All right, so it's gonna make me mad, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Or not what I just said, but hold on a minute. All right, so what's this page? Hi, what's this Page of Cups about? Okay, so I looked at this and I was like, that's gonna make me mad. And then I started asking, and this flipped, which means it's not over. Really? At least for that person, it's not. Okay, fine. It can be not over for that person. I mean, how many of us still have wishful thinking about our ex? Okay. But for you, it is. This is you recognizing that, you know, we had our fun in the sun. Now what? We had our fun, but it's just not meant to be. I need to get out from under this. I don't feel like you're feeling like this person was really, something dropped here, that you needed to flee. It's almost like you just kind of started to see it for what it was, and you're like, I just don't think I want to keep doing this. Feelings aside, you know, all of that something aside, I just don't know if I want to keep doing this. What's this Page of Cups about for Scorpio? Queen of Pentacles. Could be Capricorn. What's this Queen of Wands about? Page of Swords. Good. Focusing on yourself, because you have just basically this isn't cutting something off. This is minimizing involvement, minimizing communication, taking things way down to the bare level. to where there's no more us or involvement. It's just like maybe there's following on social media, maybe there's running into each other and such, maybe you have a circle, your broad circle of friends or something, they're connected that way. But this is all about really scaling back your involvement, and the focus is shifting to yourself and what you want. What's this moon card about? We got the moon and 9 of swords. Interesting. This is being fed up with things being vague and uncertain and unclear, and only being able to do things at night or in a certain setting or in a certain way. All this kind of like shady kind of having to, you know, and it could very well be too that this is, you're tired of this issue from your past. You could be thinking, you know what, why do I keep getting myself into a situation with this person? Things like that. Like, you could be examining this from all sides and just really honing in on why it's not going to be a good for you any longer. What's this moon card about? This is looking at the underbelly of what's going on. 7 of Wands. Quite possibly a situation that's just not going to change. A situation that is always going to be with conflict. What's this 9 of Swords about? Scorpio. Death. Scorpio right there too. Good. Good, because this is all about dealing with the underbelly, looking at the underbelly, figuring out, you know what, it's time. This has happened long enough. This situation happened long enough, and I am getting myself out of it, and there's going to be a change and a transformation that's going to take place, because enough's enough, and this is me taking control of life and getting a move on. getting a groove on, right. But moving forward. What's this 8 of Pentacles? 8 of Cups. All right, here it is. Working, focusing on yourself and your security, and walking away from something that's just not going to bear any fruit emotionally for you. There's going to be no, it's something you might have invested a lot in, but enough's enough. The time has come. This is you walking away. What's this 10 of Pentacles about? Providing for yourself. Yay! Because this is stability that you're able to have now because you've left this situation. This is you being able to finally start focusing on yourself, because enough's enough. And I'm putting an end to this, or I have put an end to it. This. Now what? Well, guess what? This is you coming alive again. 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. Yay! Okay, so 2 things. This could be hearing news about this person that you've ended with getting married. Random, but just throwing it in there, because sometimes when you're in this really, you know, it's like you've gone back and forth with this issue with this person, then all of a sudden the next person they meet, they get married, and it's going to happen quickly. Don't ask me why. Could be that. But it could also be that you just find this newfound stability, and you're transitioning out of this kind of karmic debt, this connection, it just feels like it all of a sudden just got old. You're like, you know, I care, yeah, but this is all it's ever going to be. Like, so I guess I'm going to have to care from a distance, because this is just all it's ever going to be. Here she comes. Yep. All right. Well, okay. What's this Knight of Cups about? Knight of Cups, Scorpio. Could be that this is saying, yeah, okay. All right. So this could be that this is you focusing on yourself, because Knight of Cups, this is about you reconnecting. This is about you following what suits you. Going after, this is like a return to yourself emotionally, and going after what is best for you. Working towards it, creating it, sustaining it, being self-sufficient, going after things that are going to nurture and sustain you. And on the one hand, it could be that this person's not giving up and they're coming back again because you feel like home. You know, you've got this karmic past and I just can't quit you. Well, okay, take a picture and take one at the back of my head, because this is me walking away, and this is a return to focusing on myself and what's best for me. And emotionally connecting with friends, and just kind of, I don't feel like you're needing to be nurtured and recovered and insulated. I feel like you kind of got bored. Like, this is the remnants. This is the dregs of a situation that you're realizing it just kind of got old. The dynamic kind of got old. You got tired of having to do things in the dark, you know, and keeping things not clear, and that it might have been fun at first, and there was kind of some boredom, or like, oh gosh, I wish it could be different, but when we're together, it's just so great. And then that's kind of taken a turn to where it's like, you know what, it's just not enough. And I'd rather be by myself and going after what I want and what feels right for Scorpio. All right. Because this situation will always have this dynamic, this karmic star-crossed lovers type dynamic. And it feels like, you know, I've seen this dynamic before too, where as soon as you start to progress and focus on yourself, here they come again, all of a sudden wanting you to kind of get back into position. And I feel like you're just going to kind of look at them and be like, no, man, right. Enough's enough. It just feels like it's like finally time to confront this and make the change. If you haven't already, this is someone that might be looking over their shoulder, looking back at this, like, yeah, okay, but you are focusing on yourself now, and yours and your own, I should say, and it's all about you taking care of business for yourself. Finally hit the F it button. Else for Scorpio. Yep. Finally hit F it. Had enough. There's also knowing why you've had enough with this. There's wisdom behind this. It's not someone that's just mad as hell and is going to start swinging the minute somebody rounds the corner. This is knowing why knowing what you're protecting and guarding and why you come full circle. This is learning from experience and taking action because of that wisdom, that experience, that sort of kind of faith in self that happens after you've gone through some stuff. And you come out the other side and you're like, all right, don't let this, me being a little bit wounded here, fool you. I have resolve, I have strength, and I have wisdom to know which battles to pick and what I will and won't engage in. And I stand at the ready, undaunted. So this is you knowing what needs to be done and doing it. And the thing is that I feel like this right here, I mean, this isn't, this showing up right here, it feels like this is not about like what to do or, you know, when's it going to happen. This just feels like all of a sudden this is going to show up. And I'm not saying that because, oh, let me make this reading better by saying that. No, it just feels like there's going to be an unexpected, and this isn't the unexpected position or anything. It just feels like it's out of the blue that there's going to be either opportunity for you and it kind of catapults you into this secure position, either at work, a family member, but some kind of offer of security is coming in. And but it's separate from this person. So, and this is strictly intuitively, it's not because of the card position and layout and all that, but this feels like an offer of security that is unexpectedly coming in that takes you out of this situation and kind of opens your doors socially as well as business. Like it's a whole new like network of friends and social and work, and it just feels like it's something completely different from this that you've been in for a while. It could also be hearing about somebody staying the course, somebody perhaps that you've been dealing with, they're deciding that they are going to go through with the wedding or marriage, or you're getting like a wedding announcement in the mail or something. So, I mean, it could be both. It could be, well, they're getting married and here you are, all of a sudden a family member or a job offer came in and you're all of a sudden dealing with things over here and no longer messing with that situation. So it could be one or the other, it could be both. But there's something about unexpected security coming in. All right. What else for Scorpio? Think on your feet. It's also a 9. Interesting. All right. Think on your feet. This feels like it's connected to this. Like something comes in and just at the spur of the moment, you just take it. Because what have you got to lose? What's keeping you here? You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go for it. And it's going to be a reconnection to like what is best for you, what is good for you, what feels right. Here she comes again. I can't imagine what well, no, it's her pile. It's not ours. Okay. Nothing's on the floor. Like everything's put away. But I forgot we have her little pile for her. What else for? Oh, I did that one already. Okay. What else for Scorpio? It really does feel like this has just kind of run its course. I think too, though, that I feel like they weren't expecting this. Like whoever this person is, they weren't expecting you to tap out. So it could be why they're showing up, not wanting to let this go. And this is about you. What do you need to do? You need to focus on yourself and move forward. And you've got, I'm not kidding you, you got an unexpected offer coming in. If it's connected to this person, don't do it. Please do not do it. It's only, and I say this with certainty, it is only to get you back into where you used to be with this person. It's not anything that has possibility or potential that would bode well for the future. It is bad luck. So if this person sees you starting to go away and focus on yourself, and then all of a sudden this unexpected offer from them comes in, don't do it. Do not do it. That way madness lies. Because in 6 months you're going to be back here again with the moon card, not knowing what the hell's going on, and they could be dealing with another situation. And you're still kept kind of in this box. You boxed yourself in again. This is you breaking free from that, and instead of being afraid by the birds, you're just, enough! And you're like throwing your hands up in the air. Y'all better get out of here, I'm gonna get the shotgun, is what this is saying, right? So, don't be fooled. Fragile, not like a flower, like a bomb. 5 of Cups reversed. Amen to that. This is being over the disappointment and the sadness and the frustration and the grief and the sorrow and being open to change and seeing possibilities. This is that burden lifting. 10 of Wands reversed. The burden has lifted. You are over the sadness. You're transitioning out of this situation. I think I'm going to do the pee-pee dance or the victory dance, or maybe both after this reading. Just because I feel like, yay for that. Of all the things to have reversal, these are the two of the best ones, to just show like, hey, this is you taking off. This is you taking flight because you're free from a situation that just, no more. I'm very glad for this because you've kind of been through it. You've been going back and forth with this. So, all right. Okay, Scorpio, I thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next reading. I wish you luck with this. You just keep moving forward and focusing on yourself and returning to your home base and keeping that core connection with yourself, doing what feels right and doing what's best for you and your own, you and yours and your own, or you and your own, however you say that. All right. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.